Andy Cochicchio writes, why study prophecy? Because it's in the Bible. The better question to ask is, why not study prophecy? We reserve a few minutes to discuss current trends that you'd expect from reading unfulfilled Bible prophecy. We are futurists. That means we interpret those unfulfilled prophetic passages as future events that will occur in a literal, physical, apocalyptic, and global context. The last book of the Bible, the revelation of Jesus Christ, very definitely predicts global government during the 7-year Great Tribulation. It is sometimes described by others as a one-world government or the New World Order. That last phrase has long been attributed to fringe conspiracy theories. Currently, it's on the lips of world leaders like our president, Joe Biden. FoxNews.com posted a story titled, Biden jets to Europe as New World Order comments reverberate. Here's some excerpts from that. The trip to Europe comes after Biden said there will be a new world order that must be led by the United States. Biden warned on Monday that the world is at an inflection point, one that occurs every 3 or 4 generations. There's going to be a new world order out there, and we've got to lead it, Biden said, and we've got to unite the rest of the free world in doing it. Now, his aides are trying to backpedal and say he didn't mean New World Order when he said New World Order. But there's only one thing that a New World Order refers to, and that is the New World Order. And so what's funny and interesting is that prophecy guys like us, we've been talking about global government and the New World Order for decades, and everybody thought we were conspiracy nuts, but now it's mainstream, and all the world leaders are talking about this. In an op-ed article, Victor Davis Hanson writes, President Joe Biden believes the Ukraine war will mark the start of a new world order. In the middle of the COVID global pandemic, Klaus Schwab and other global elites likewise announced a great reset. Accordingly, the nations of the world will have to surrender sovereignty to an international body of experts. They would enlighten us on things like taxes, diversity, and green policies. And so that's what they mean by New World Order. It is a surrender of national sovereignty to create a global government. The Great Reset was the name of the 50th annual meeting of the World Economic Forum, WEF. It was convened by Charles, Prince of Wales, and the WEF. It brought together high-profile business and political leaders, the theme of rebuilding society and the economy following the COVID-19 pandemic. 1 year ago, President Xi of China warned against economic decoupling and called for a new world order. That's something I wouldn't have expected from China. But these are the buzzwords today: New World Order, global government, Great Reset, Build Back Better. They're all talking about the giving up of sovereign control over the nations to some other governing body that tells everybody what to do. Now, we don't need to go deeper than the headlines. Sometimes I think prophecy guys go wrong when they just get really deep into the Great Reset and the New World Order and the players and try and make all these connections that may or may not be there. We just need to see the headlines, because our emphasis on prophecy isn't to make us experts on these things. It is to point out these trends were predicted in the first century and even earlier in the pages of the Bible, to show that we're indeed living in the last days. Another thing, I read this after I did my study, so couldn't put it in. But anyway, it's Joe Biden talking about digital currency. We've mentioned that once before, but he's really big now on this. And when he's coherent, he talks about digital currency. And what he means is that there won't be any paper money anymore. Everything will just be online. And I'm telling you, once the government controls your money online, it's over, because they can just do whatever they want. You think the mandates were bad under COVID. I mean, what when you go to buy something and the government says, yeah, you're not buying that. Well, I got money in the bank. Oh, no, you don't. We have your money in the bank, and we'd like you to move in this direction or whatever and stuff. And so it's a very interesting, again, predicted by the Bible, one world commerce system. And it's happening. Now, we believe the resurrection and rapture of the church are imminent, could happen any moment. Nothing needs to happen before it. I slip even and say that Jesus is coming soon. He's not coming soon. He's coming right now. That's what imminent means. Soon indicates there could be a period of time, and there could be, but we expect him to come at any moment. That's what imminent means. And by come, we mean he'll come in the clouds, he'll raise the dead in Christ, give them their glorified bodies, take them to heaven. We who are alive and remain will be changed in the moment, in a twinkling of an eye, and we'll get our glorified bodies and be taken into heaven. All of this before any part of the Great Tribulation. If we see the Great Tribulation, then the rapture and the resurrection cannot be imminent, because we'll know exactly where we are on God's timeline. So at any rate, that's what we're looking forward to, because that's what the Bible teaches. It's not pie in the sky and the great by and by. It's not, something we hope will happen. It's something that is going to happen. And that's why the only real question is, are you ready for the rapture? If not, get ready, stay ready, keep looking up. Ready or not, Jesus is coming.